Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is JenyVee and today I'm going to show you how I got this very yellow summery look. When I think of summer, I think of yellow and I think of the colors that make me really hot, and for some reason yellow and orange just makes me sweat. Like, I'm already sweating. So yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned to the very end. And if you're wondering, this is a wig and I just didn't want to deal with my hair today. My hair is just giving me a hard time, so I decided to pull out this really beautiful wig. I don't even remember where I got it. I think I got it as a gift. I'm not too sure. But this wig has served me very well, and I really think that she's on her last legs because she's a little busted, I'm not gonna lie. I took her to several music festivals and she survived, but she's busted. She's busted. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this makeup, then please keep on watching. Alright, so my foundation is already put on. That's why I have that powder under my eyes, because I don't want any fallout since I'm going to be using yellows and oranges from my Bhcosmetics 120 color palette. Yeah, so I'm just going to have all that powder there for now until I'm done with my eyeshadow. But I'm going to be taking pretty much all the yellows in this palette and some of the oranges. Let's just focus on the eyeshadow today. My foundation is pretty much the same routine over and over, so if you are interested in seeing that, go ahead and check out one of my other videos that I have. But today we're just going to focus on the eyes. So I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to go into this very light orange, this light orange. And that's just going to be one of my transitioning colors because I'm going to be doing a cut crease with the yellow, so I just want something to help it blend out and make it look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to just take that yellow orange and just start placing it in my crease. And I really don't have any eye primer on. All I have is my concealer, and that should be good enough. And just keep adding colors and blending out until you get the right shade that you want. Okay, so once I have that yellow down, I'm going to go back into that palette. I'm going to take a darker orange. So I'm going to take the one right next to it on a fluffy brush. And you know what? I'm just going to dip into this darker one here. Just going to dip into these two right here. And that one, why not? And with this, I'm just going to go into the outer corners and just blend it out. So once you have those colors set down, I'm just going to go back in with that first fluffy brush that I had earlier and just run that through just to make it a lot more softer on the top. It's just going to really help blend your colors in and make it look super, super seamless. So I'm taking a flat, dense brush and I'm going to try to dip into the darker shade that I have right here, this darker oranges. And just run that right underneath my lash line. And I always tend to drag colors underneath my lash line because if you have creases under your eyes like I do, it kind of helps hide that. So if you have concealer and all that stuff, sometimes it will get into the grooves of your creases. So a really good trick into hiding all that stuff is just taking shadow right on it. And then drag it up a little bit into the outer corner. And then of course just blending that out with the fluffy side of the same brush. Okay, so since I want a little bit more depth underneath my eye, I'm going to take this Meet Matt Nude by the Balm palette, and I'm going to go into the color Matte Wood, which is the darkest brown shade in there. And on a pencil brush, I'm just going to very carefully go underneath my lash line. And then if you want to, you can also just go a little bit into the outer corner with a very light amount of product on it. I don't want it to overshadow the orange and the yellows that I'm going to be putting on. And then of course going back with that fluffy brush that we were using earlier, and I'm just going to blend that out. And since there's already orange on that brush, it shouldn't take away too much of that brown, but it should also help blend it seamlessly into your eye makeup. Alright, so now that you have the brown blended out, and you have the amount of depth that you want, I'm going to take the same flat brush and the darkest shade of orange that I have in that palette, so it's that one right there. Tap off any extra, and I'm just going to be placing it right here at the outer edge of my eyelid. And just really be blending. And I really don't want to go any further than where it is right now, so I really don't want to mess up any of that part because that's where we're gonna put the yellow on. So we really just want to make that piece of the eyelid pretty clean and try to keep the eyeshadow off of it. And then once you have that on there, just take the other side of the brush again and just blend it into the brown. And if you feel like the brown is kind of getting muted by the orange, feel free to just go back in there and add more color. But I would definitely suggest go a little at a time, because if you add too much darkness, there's really not much you can do to help it. So I would suggest going with a very light hand, and then when you're blending out, make sure you're blending outwards versus in, because you're going to just mess up the colors that you already put down on your eyelid. So right before I do my inner corners with the yellow, I'm going to take my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to go in with the color Marshmallow right here. And I'm just going to blend it on the brow bone on a fluffy brush. And don't worry if you feel like it's kind of getting into the yellow. After you put that on, you can go back with that fluffy brush and just soften the edges again. So on a pointed fluffy brush, I'm just going to take that to the inner corner. And then drag it right underneath the lower lashes a little bit. And then you can go back with that same fluffy brush and just fix all the edges right there in the inner corner. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my NYX eyeshadow base in the color white. So this is just going to be a white base. So my camera just stopped recording, I don't know why. But I just blended out the edges of the white base that we put down, and I'm going to be taking a flat brush to pack on the yellow. You don't want to swipe it, you just want to pat it on, because if you swipe it, you might mess up the white base underneath. So, and if you do that, then that will get patchy and it'll just be really weird looking, and that's not cute. It's not cute. Okay, so now that you have that down, go back with that orange, and just in case your yellow went a little crazy. And just blend the two edges together. Alright, and then just go back with that yellow. You just want to go back and forth between the two, just so it could blend really nicely. Alright, so now that you have all that done, I'm going to be taking the same pencil brush that we used to put down the brown, and I don't have any more product on it. I'm just going to use the product that's already there, and very lightly go right over that yellow, the edge of it, just so it can look a little bit more crisp. Alright, so now I'm going to take this eyeliner, which is my ItCosmetics Superhero Liquid Liner, and I'm going to do my eyeliner and my lashes off camera, and I'll get right back with you guys. Now that I have my eyeliner and my eyelashes down, I probably should have done this step before the eyelashes, but oh well. I'm going to take this Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to take my really pretty glitter in Ziggy Stardust by LitCosmetics, and it's a really nice yellow glitter. And what I'm going to do is just going to put that yellow glitter right over top that yellow. Yeah, I probably should have done this before I did my lashes, but oh well, it's okay. I'm going to take a little bit of that Too Faced glitter glue on the back of my hand, and just a precise tiny brush, this tiny brush. And then just carefully go over that yellow. And I'm just dabbing it on. I don't really want to swipe on it. Okay, and while that's getting tacky, I'm going to do the other side. So now I'm just going to use that same little brush and dip into that glitter. This glitter is not very chunky. It's pretty fine glitter, so it should just leave a nice shimmer. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, probably not. But I promise you, it's super sparkly. Alright, I'm just going to use the rest of the glue that I have, and I'm going to take it right here and a little bit underneath my lash line. Alright, now that looks pretty good. Now what I can do is to take off all this powder that I have and just brush it away. And I'm gonna take my favorite setting spray, UrbanDecay All-Nighter setting, All-Nighter setting spray. And I'm just going to spritz my face. so that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I loved making it for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like this video, and give it a share if you want to. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to follow me on any of my social medias is going to be down in the description bar if you're curious and want to be my friends over there. Yeah, so that's the finished look, and I hope to see you in my next video.